What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. I'm your host, Terry. As you see, I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. Why? The Hornets finally got a win. Um, we were on NBA worst 8-game losing streak. And as bad as that sounds, if you watch those 8 games, all of them were down to the wire, all competitive. We easily could have won probably 5 out of those 8. But it is what it is. The team is heavily depleted. I'm proud of this team going to Indiana on the road, get a win. And, we did this. No Mark Williams. He played great against the Cavs. And that's the thing. We're doing this off a back-to-back, an early game, playing things that could have went against us, man. And we were able to step up, man. So I'm definitely very proud of this team. Proud of Coach Lee. His coaching has been great. The guys look bought in. They look hungry, fighting. I'm not giving up on this season yet, man. I know some people, they've already checked out. But I do have hope. I do believe at the end of the day, we're only 2.5 games back out of the play-in right now. Us beating the Pacers dropped them down, made us go up a little bit. So, I look around, the rest of these teams, man, they're healthy. They're just ass. They are who they are, though. The Pacers weren't missing anybody tonight. They have their whole entire team. I mean, Aaron Naismith, James Wiseman's been out the whole season. They're not missing nobody, really. This is their team. We're missing half our damn team, bro. We got G Leaguers out there. And we handling business, showing up to play every single night, yo. I can only imagine when we get back to full strength, bro. We literally go on a three-game winning streak, 4-game winning streak, bro. We're good. So, telling you guys, stay locked in, just help is coming, bro. Health is on the way. And hopefully we can get back on the right track. But anyways, let me get into this video, man, for real. Off top, Brandon stepped up, had a good, efficient game. I think he was 50% from the field, 26 points. 9 for 18 from the field, 4 for 9 from 3. Very efficient scoring. Even, after getting off to a slow start, he has 0 points in the first quarter, but we still hopped out to a quick 9-0 lead. And we were on him the entire time, man. Good starts is definitely something that it definitely could be a deciding factor for us. Usually when we have a bad first quarter, we might play great for the next 3, but you too busy trying to get back. All the effort goes towards that, and then at the end we don't have enough to get over the hump. But with this game, we were pretty much, it was back and forth. It was lead changes for sure, 17 lead changes, but at the end of the day, we were never out of this game, really. The Pacers' biggest lead was 2 points. We were, it was right there the whole time. But yeah, definitely proud of Brandon and, being efficient. Micic, I gotta show him love because the last few games, man, he's actually looked like a actual basketball player, man. 18 points, 9 assists, 7 for 15 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3, 5 turnovers I don't love. The 3-point shooting definitely was the biggest surprise today. It definitely kind of came out of nowhere. But the last few games, he's been knocking it down, and, maybe he just needed more minutes, more feel for the game. I don't know. I hope that he can continue to play like this when Melo comes back. It would really help our team. But I'm definitely happy to see, the reason that we were all so upset with Micic is because we saw what you did last year. You did this. We saw what you did last year when you came to our team, so we know that you can play. So, with him playing so badly, we were also mad. One, because you're playing badly. We're always going to give a player in a slump a hard time. But we're starting to question your effort. Do you want to be here? It's reports that you want to go to Denver, and they're trying to trade for you, and all of this stuff behind the scenes where we're questioning your effort. And do you want to be here? Are you sabotaging us? And that leads to a whole different conversation. So we know what Micic can do, and I'm very happy to see him, looking like his old self. 18 points, 9 assists. The past few games, he's been hooping. 13.7 assists yesterday versus Cleveland. 14 points, 12 assists versus the Knicks. And he's been doing that while shooting three-pointer efficiently. So I'm definitely happy with him, and very happy to see him actually contributing, because we definitely need it, especially with LaMelo out. We need that facilitation and also the scoring. Got to give props to Josh Green and Cody Martin. Their offensive
has been so good off the bench for them.
Defensive, but we already know they're going to bring
Cody Martin.
But, some of those games, they only play one side of the ball. And, when it comes down to these two-way players, and saying that we need players to be two-way, you kind of think in your mind, oh, they score, but we need to play defense. For these two guys, it's the opposite. We know they can play defense, but it's games where they have 3-4 points that might cost us a game, because we need their scoring. Them both in double figures tonight while playing great defense. I got to salute them both, because, we're shorthanded. So they drew some bigger matchups. Cody Martin had his hands full with Pascal Siakam, for sure. Even at certain plays, guarding Miles Turner. Same thing for Josh Green. There was plays where he's guarding Miles Turner. He's guarding Siakam. They're guarding bigger guys. And they definitely held their own and did their job. Forcing misses, hard shots. Like, definitely got to salute those guys for their defensive prowess. But also, on the offensive end, Cody Martin, 14 points. And Josh Green, 10 points. Also efficient. Cody Martin, 6 for 10, 2 for 4 from 3. Josh Green, 3 for 4. No threes, which is surprising. But, hey, we all know that Josh, he's very selective with his shots. That's why his percentage is so high from the three-point arc. But, I'm ultimately just happy to see the offensive contributions, because we really need it. We really need it. With all these people out, we can't sustain Cody Martin and Josh Green having 3-4 points and stuff like that. We need y'all to be double digits. We really do. Next up, man, next set of guys, Isaiah Wong, Daquan Jeffries. Shout out to both of these guys. Guys who, are really getting their first minutes of the season with this team. Daquan Jeffries came over in the Knicks trade at the beginning of the season. A little bit before the season, in the preseason, I believe. But he's been out with the wrist. He comes back. He's showing up. And he's a stout guy. He's stout. He's kind of swole. So his body type, what I'm saying? He can play defense. He's in there hard-nosed. Drives to the rim with no fear. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like him. And Isaiah Wong, man, I love him. He just joined the team 3 days ago. 2, 3, 4 days ago, whatever. First game with us was yesterday. He had an impact in that. And I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to make a video yesterday. I was out, doing stuff for my birthday. I was just out. And that was an early game, too. So by the time, I watched it, and, I just didn't get a chance. And I knew we played today anyway, so I wasn't really stressing it. Even that game, man, we gave the Cavs a hell of a fight, man. We almost, just our fight to get back in that game, But it was still like the script, man. We down 20-something early. It was ugly. Battle all the way back, make it a 3-4 point game, lose. So it was just, I didn't even want to make a video about it, really. But this game, had to. And yeah, man, to Isaiah Wong, bro, he's tough. The buckets that he gets are tough. His layup package is tough. He has some heart. He's bouncy. And he plays defense. And he's scrappy. And he plays with a joy of the game that I love. He's always smiling. Like, literally yesterday, he's dunking the ball. He's smiling. He's stealing the ball. He's smiling. During the layup, he's smiling today. He's smiling while he's laying the ball up. He's smiling. Like, he's just so happy to be in the position that he's in the NBA, playing the game that he loves. And I'd love to see that. Because like I just referenced with Micic, you never want to have to question a player's heart, or do they want to be here? All of that shit. Talent can't trump that. So, somebody with heart wants to be here. I love that. That's why he played the entire fourth quarter and closed the game out. And he had 7 points in the fourth quarter. He did most of his damage in the fourth quarter. A fearless kid, getting buckets, and he actually did like play one game for the Pacers last year. He played like 4 minutes. So excuse me. He played like one game, 4 minutes. So I just a little bit of a revenge game for him. I don't know, but I'm actually happy to have the kid, and conversation has to be had about him because, he kind of pushed Nick Smith out. After Wong started playing, Nick Smith, his role has definitely been diminished. So it's kind of like interesting to see, and it's kind of like he has that archetype Nick Smith book night. We saw the experience of them, questionable defense, inconsistent scoring. Maybe Isaiah Wong can kind of fit that role, and he's somebody whose defense is better. Excuse me. But yeah, I like the kid. We'll see what he continues to bring for sure. Him and Daquan Jeffries. Moving on, man. Brandon Miller, 11-point fourth quarter. Big shots, big plays. It's what he does, man. He's definitely, the main focal point of this team for sure when LaMelo's not out, and he's been stepping up. Like I said, this was an efficient game for him. And we needed all of it to be able to close this game out, man. Clutch free throws, clutch threes, everything, man. He gave his team everything he has, and I love to see it. He caught that fucking body, bro. Yo, I swear when it happened live, I thought that shit was from the free throw line. Like, yo, Brandon Miller does the craziest stuff. Like, him and LaMelo are walking highlights. Like, they're walking highlights, bro. And Miles. Like, bro, I want to see this team healthy so badly. Because I just know what we can accomplish, bro. I really do. I just want to see this team healthy, bro. And, like I said, Brandon Miller, efficient. 4 for 5 from the field in the fourth quarter. That's big. Shooting 80% in the fourth quarter. Putting the team on your back. Him and Isaiah Wong down the stretch. Like, what the fuck? But that's just kind of where we are. And we saw them playing a two-man game off of each other. But this is where we are right now. And you need guys to step up. There's going to be plenty of unsung heroes in the middle of the season, man, when we're hurt. Nick Richards caught a body too, bro. Like, I'm happy to have him back. He was one of the few players that was questionable today that actually ended up playing. So I'm happy that he ended up playing because we definitely needed him against Miles Turner, and just in general, just another body, who has NBA experience, period. Seth Curry got involved. I know he had like a really tough lay over TJ McConnell, knocked down some threes. Somebody who I've been calling to get more minutes. We definitely need him. A veteran, a floor spacer, and just can be a quick microwave for us. Definitely always need a Curry out there on the floor when you have one readily available, for sure. And something that I want to talk about, it's a video that kind of is going viral. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. I saw it live during the game. We were going into a commercial break. I can't think of the play that happened before it. But Coach Lee was definitely giving a stern talking to Brandon Miller. It lasted for a little minute, and then, Brandon kind of, heard what he needed to hear, walked off. And Coach Lee said whatever he had to say, and it ended up working. It fired him up. He had a good fourth quarter. I think that might have been at the end of third. But hey, man, I love it. I love the accountability of Coach Lee. We've seen how people react to it. But he's holding guys accountable. From superstars to the role players, everybody's held accountable, and at the end of the day, it's for the better. So I love it, man. Another thing I got to give props to Coach Lee was his challenges. He won all three of them, retained timeouts, all of that, and they were all pivotal in us winning the game. Charges, just all the plays that he was able to challenge, they all mattered down the stretch. So, I definitely got to give it up to him, the coaching staff, for, picking and choosing when to challenge it and getting it right. because it's not something that you want to waste because you need that at the end of the game, when something goes wrong, and you need to have that in your back pocket. So, I got to give props to the coaching staff and Coach Lee on that. But ultimately, something that, and this might have been something that he was upset about. We had 24 turnovers. Now, today you can escape with that, but that's not a number that we can live with. 24 is way too high. And that's ultimately why the game got out of hand at the end. They started full court pressing. We couldn't break the press. We couldn't get the ball over half court. And I think we had like a 7-8 point lead, and it was dwindling because we couldn't get past half court. We couldn't advance the ball and pretty much just run the clock out. So we're fumbling the ball, turn it over, they're scoring. Now it's a 4-point game. Now we're playing the free throw game where, we're coming down, getting fouled. Josh Green missed a free throw late. That was important. I think it turned to a 3-point game. We fouled Halliburton. We're going back and forth with the free throws. But ultimately, we ended up pulling it off, and that's all that matters because we've been on the wrong side of these close games for the past few weeks, and it's been draining as hell to everybody in the fan base. It's been, I'm sure y'all felt the way I felt, man. It's been draining as hell to watch us hang around, fight, and lose, bro. So we finally get over the hump. And it's like I've been saying in the past few videos, y'all, we just got to hold on as a fan base, keep supporting these guys. The Calvary's coming. The LaMelo's practicing. He's warming up before these games. He's going to be back soon. Miles, Trey, at practice. I don't know who the Hornets posted the other day. It was some tennis player. I guess he came to visit, and he was at practice. Trey Mann and Miles Bridges were there. They were practicing. They had their jerseys on. They're in the practice. So it's like soon. Soon. They're coming soon. Pause. But Mark Williams, you feel me? Even though he got a DNP today, we obviously he's back on the court, and we saw yesterday he had 12 points, 5 rebounds in only 10 minutes, bro. His presence cannot be underestimated. It is vital. We're close. Tijan, he'll be back. It's only an ankle sprain. He'll be back. We will be back to full strength, and hopefully it's all at one time, and we can have it for a sustained period, man. Let me look at our calendar. I know we have a few days off. We don't play until Friday, December 13th, so that's even more time for guys to heal up. We don't play until Friday. We play again on Monday, Thursday, and then we have a back-to-back on Friday, December 20th. But we only have, 4 games in the next, almost 2 weeks. So, we have some time for guys to kind of heal up and get back. And then, around Christmas, we'll have a break. So hopefully, we'll get everybody back these next few games, man. So just hold on. We're only 2.5 games back. The Bulls, the Pacers, the Nets, everybody that's ahead of us, man, they're healthy. They're as is for the most part. Let me look at the standings. Let me pull that shit up, bro. The Pistons, the Pacers, the Nets, we're only 2.5 games back. We're only 2.5 games back. The Bulls are on a losing streak. Pacers just lost. Nets just lost. Even the Hawks, they're above, they're above 500, so that's going to be a stretch. But can we get into the play-in and win? Yes. Hell yeah. All we got to do is just try to tread the water until our guys can get back, and we can do something, bro. And the Wizards, too, they got Scotty Barnes back. They're going to go on their run. They got Scotty Barnes and R.J. Barrett back. They're going to do something, I'm sure. But the Pistons, do I think they're going to be able to hold where they're at? No. They're going to fall, for sure. The Bulls, they're going to fall, for sure. It's only a matter of time before they go on a losing streak and they start trading away their players and eventually rebuild, I'm sure. The Nets, somebody's going to trade for Cam Johnson, probably Dennis Schroeder. They're going to rebuild. Maybe Cam Thomas. It's only a matter of time before these teams start getting stripped down, I'm sure. So it's like, I mean, as far as the Pacers, as we saw today, they're ass. This is their real team. They suck. Like, bro, we are missing half of our team and we're competing every single night. I'm telling you, just be patient, man. Just be patient. And I think that we're going to be all right. I truly do. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, end this on a good note. I'm so happy that we got a win, man. We got a few days off. So yeah, I'll probably make a video in the meantime. I don't know. I definitely got to get more creative, just making videos after every single game. I'll make a video talking about something. I don't even know. I'll figure it out. But I do kind of want to, just make more content, not just post game. So I got to get creative so I can crank something else out while we have a few days off. So y'all subscribe, turn your post notifications on so y'all can see when I drop, banger stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what my next video is going to be about, but I'm going to get a little creative and do something for y'all for sure. But anyways, I appreciate y'all for the birthday wishes, all of that good stuff. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.